Hello everybody, hi, welcome, thank you so much for being here. This is a timeless and collective reading, so whenever it finds its way to you is the right time. But keep in mind it's a general reading, so see which signs, symbols, ideas resonate for you in your particular situation and help to bring you a little bit of clarity to whatever you're wondering, concerned, confused about. It could just broaden your perspective, show you something in a different light with fresh eyes in a new way. It could narrow your focus, maybe show you something you could be missing. In the end, trust yourself. Trust yourself. That divine inner guidance is inside of you. And always try to make balanced decisions between logic and intuition so you make sound decisions based in love for the highest, greatest good of everybody, all of us. So we're all uplifted in love. See how it feels for you. Let's begin with the message, Spirit Messages, a Daily Guidance Oracle. Let's see what God, Source, Holy Spirit, Christ Consciousness, our higher selves, angels, and energies of love have for the highest and the greatest good of all. One card. Some foundational wisdom right now. And focus for the collective, please. Thank you. Nature. It looks like this girl is really like at one with nature, or man. What is that? Like it's called like a fiddle fern? Or something like that. The butterfly, total transformation. I mean, this is getting outside, bringing some nature inside your house, or maybe some plants on your desk at work. Really being in tune with animals, birds, bees, flowers, trees. Listening to the wind, grounding yourself on the earth, like bare feet on the earth. Sometimes that actually just grounds our energy like a lightning rod. I'm just getting like all the senses at once. So maybe you find an answer out in nature. It could be just sitting on a cool park bench, taking a walk around your neighborhood, maybe going on a walk, like a walking trail, maybe up a mountain. Maybe you're walking with a buddy or doing exercise outside. What does it say? Let's see. This is the basic advice for the collective right now. So if you're searching for an answer or need to change up your energy somehow, this is going to help. This is a time to absorb the healing properties that nature has to offer. Your mind, body, and soul need nourishment, energy, revitalization, it's a good word, and strength. Nature has so much to offer. So take this time to connect and spend time, quality time outdoors. I just see somebody taking their dog on a walk, or to maybe a dog park, walking along the beach. Oh, the beach can be so healing. If you live by a beach, what a blessing. There's something about that salt, the salt in the air, you know, the breeze, the ocean, the sand, everything. Even if you live by a body of water like a lake, a stream, a babbling brook, maybe you need to be near water, but the salt makes me think of like, I don't know, almost an ability to clear out toxins. I just thought of a sensory deprivation tank. Maybe some of you are doing that. That's a cool experience. There's like so much salt that you just bob up like you're floating, and the temperature is exactly perfect with your body temperature, so it kind of feels like you're floating in outer space. It's pretty cool. Maybe some of you are just diving into the ocean. I know there's green here, but I'm getting some water energy. So maybe even just a salt bath is healing or gonna help your maybe sore muscles. Just feels good. I mean, it can be just going down next to the creek and listening, observing, just maybe reading a book or listening to music, but I feel like you're actually listening to nature. Yeah, I feel like wind and birds, sound of water. I feel like such a little like hippie girl right now. Like, look at the beautiful birds in the trees skipping through the fields. But I feel like there actually is something in nature that's going to feel touching today, energizing. So let's get more clarity. What's at the bottom? The bottom is caregiver. I mean, this could be caring for younger energies, caring for your family, doing something for a specific friend or group that you're helping out. Maybe somebody who's older. It could be donations, some kind of like program or fund that you're doing. It's like you have this beautiful heart of love and you just want to pass it along to somebody else. So it could be somebody else that's in need of something. But I just think of like when you want to maybe give too much or so much of your time is giving to others, you do need to revitalize your own energy and give that same nurturing care to yourself. It's the loving yourself, doing something good for you so your plate is full and your energy is vibrant, so you have your best to give because you're putting energy into you too. So I feel like there's maybe some self-love with this. It could be something as simple as getting a haircut, going to the barber. I don't know why I see sneakers. Maybe getting yourself maybe if you're wearing shoes that aren't comfortable, like getting a really comfy pair of shoes where you feel like walking is easy. I don't know, now I see like somebody getting a pair of slippers. So maybe you're buying shoes for somebody else. What does this actually say? Let's see. We're with you, and Spirit has a way of recognizing the care and love you provide to others. You're doing something special in your life. It doesn't matter if it's just one person that's really getting this help and being affected and getting this healing energy, or if it's a group of people. I mean, it could be a family, a chosen family. You could be that healing energy at work. I just see somebody at work, like maybe you just always bake a little bit extra, bring it in. Maybe you call out for some pizza and just say, hey guys, got us some pizza today. I hear like a little bonus, like something that's not like a normal, like expected care. It's like, just didn't expect that. Like, here you go, like a bonus surprise. The love you provide others, especially at the end of their life. So this could be some of you really helping somebody at those last stages when extra care is needed, extra love. That's not easy at all. Just being present sometimes is the most important thing. Just as you receive care and love at the start of your life, caregivers often focus all of their attention on their loved ones and often neglect their own concerns and well-being in the process. So that's that self-care. So if you're in the situation where somebody is kind of at the end, I'm getting like stories. Maybe somebody's talking about the stories of their lives. Maybe they aren't even at that point where they can. Just your presence there is really important. Maybe it's just reading a story to somebody. Just being there, reading a book. I keep seeing like teddy bears and puppies. So maybe there's like some kind of energy you can provide that is comfy. Or like, I get that puppies could be like, that could like, I don't know, just touch hearts. So maybe you have a service dog, or maybe you're thinking if you have a really cool dog, maybe getting that proper training so that you can maybe visit a hospital, maybe visit an elderly home or something. I'm getting goosies with that. So some of you may work with pets. Maybe that's something that you can do if you've never done it. Find out how that works. And I'm also getting music now. If some of you are musicians, or maybe you just like to sing, or maybe you just have a good playlist, music can help trigger memory and like really change energy. Maybe that provides comfort to somebody. I just see like, weird, I saw like the rec room or the, the recreational room in an elderly home. But then it took me back to when I was a little girl. My mom used to say, get your violin, get it ready. We're gonna go to the, the elderly home. And she just would take me to a place and I would just go in like the cafeteria or whatever where they were gathered. And I would like stand on a table or stand up in the room, and my mom would just be like, she's going to play her violin for people. And I would just take out my violin and start playing. And I don't think I quite understood the value of that as a child. I was little, but I did recognize that I was doing something important. So maybe if some of you have children that do something with music, or maybe they make crafts or something, that's a good place where maybe it's not somebody specific some of you are caring for, but maybe it's just that little opportunity to put some of your light into the the hearts of some people that maybe, I mean, just like don't get like entertained. It could just be pure entertainment, or like energy, attention, time, love. So if this is your job and you are actually a caregiver, you are so special. And thank you from me to you, and hopefully all of us, for doing that, because that's a really, really special thing to do. And I'm sure it's not easy. You probably have a very special, natural healing energy frequency, and that job is really important. But for others of you, maybe it's just, a little moment here and there where you can give. It could also be to children, since it did mention children. Maybe a group of children that don't have a certain access to something, or were never introduced to cool stories or a certain type of music or a certain activity. And maybe you can do something even with a school or a church. So that's kind of sweet advice coming through right now. Maybe you can, bring someone else on this walk with you. But with all that energy going on, it is a lot. It is a lot to give. And sometimes it can actually, as much as we want to do something and as much love as we have in our heart, it can still drain us because it's a lot. So if you feel drained, if you feel like you're lacking somewhere in the focus of your life, you do need to provide balance somewhere so that you are giving to yourself as well. That's also important. So, we're starting on an interesting, beautiful note today. Let's go to, what is this? This is the Green Witch Oracle. So this has some nature energy. That's kind of cool. It's like fruits and vegetables and stuff like that. So let's see what comes through. Get some advice on nature, caregiver for the collective. I'm also thinking animals now. So going back to the puppies. So you could also be working in a shelter. Just donating like a day a month, a day a week, something like that of your time to helping animals in need. Maybe you even provide like a place where they can go in between. I see like when I think they do like someone who helps like eye seeing dogs, or like maybe therapy dogs, but they take like a year to live in a beautiful family so that they're around people and children and fun situations before the actual training starts. Maybe that's something you can do too. So it's not, it must be really hard to have to give up an animal that you start to love, but I mean, it's going to such a special place for such a good purpose. So it could be something like that, or it could just be picking up, even if you don't have an animal, maybe pick up some extra dog food at the store, take it to a shelter. Maybe adopting an animal. Let's get one card. Clarity for the collective. Tranquility. The violet. Violet! Sweet! Look at this. I mean, they're so pretty and cute. There's also a candle here. So, I mean, the candle, maybe you make candles. I mean, so you have like a fiery energy here, but the candle is almost in like a, it looks like a gravy boat. So you have maybe fire and water. This is a Piscean card. So Pisces bridges heaven with the one side, the glyph, earth, and they are the bridge between. So as above, so below, as within, so without. I mean, tranquility. That just sounds so wonderful. It makes me, I just see like, I don't know, I see a spa with that. Like hearing a little, like, I don't know, when they have the little waterfalls inside and like the meditational music, and the candles are in the room, and the scent of like, I mean, it could be violet, but I'm getting like essential oils. Maybe you need a massage or just a day in a spa. There are some spas you can go to where certain rooms are like really different too. So you could change up your energy. Like there's an ice room, and then some have like a bucket of cold water that splashes on you. And then others have actually a waterfall. Like you sit and you're massaged, not by a jet, but actually a real waterfall going down, and like getting the, like, it's almost like you're in nature. Some of the, spas have different temperatures. It could be a mineral spa, a hot springs. That's so cool. If you live near one of those, definitely take advantage of that. But then, yeah, there's like different steam rooms. I'm getting like an infrared light steam room. And I don't know, some of the rooms are silent. You're not allowed to talk. Everybody has to be quiet. So, well, here at the bottom is purification. So that could be that salt, getting rid of toxins, energy that's not working or blocking you. I'm making today different from yesterday. Purification is getting rid of impurities. It makes me think of water filtration. Snapdragon. That's a pretty flower. Well, I don't know that much about the foliage and the flowers here, but we do have purple and pink energy. What is this? This is Gemini energy. So maybe Gemini, Pisces, balancing different, decisions, why to do something, why not, what's good, what's not, how to work something through so that they're, always flexible as things change. Now, I don't always go to the book unless I feel like there's information that I don't naturally have in me, in which case it's always, good to be open to learn something that you didn't know before. So let's just look at the basic meaning of these. Tranquility and purification. Tranquility is 43 and purification is 41. So let's see. We're going to go to the book. With the violet, it's everything that slows us down and forces patience. Everything that sets us back into the slow circles of nature is a help. Gardening is an instrument of grace. Although you felt tested recently, a period of advancement and breaking free is now open. Adaptation may be necessary, however, The greater depth of meaning, loyalty, and truth is inspired by the appearance of violets. Secrets are safe, and those who you hold closest to also afforded this protection. So it's a protectional energy. Inspirational, adaptation, flexibility. The truth will prevail, and that which is no longer wanted will be weakened. Be wary of intolerance and sensitivity and feelings of others and blind faith. So maybe it's moving out of vibrations that, you know, if somebody's just getting like irritated all the time. Irritate, maybe that's even you. Or insensitive, not caring, not being the caretaker of others, not quite understanding somebody else has a perspective, has a life, has things to do. Could be just speaking up with that. Taking yourself, you know, into a different situation, into a new vibration, or just being that vibration. Purification. The Snapdragon says, let us give nature a chance. She knows her business better than we do. Oh, isn't that the truth? Oh, so many answers are just found in nature. So many things we don't understand yet. Just getting like, I don't know, I see numbers and I see like molecular formulas. So maybe you're a scientist, or you do, like you really understand numbers, maybe even numerology. Yeah, I'm getting like a formula. Snapdragon indicate you have within you all you require. They bring you energy to focus and resources and bring you your ideas into fruition. Accurate and unbiased observation is called for. That's, you know, that's just completely neutral. So you can really observe. So if you feel like you have a really strong opinion on something, maybe you just need to like kind of take a step back and really hear something, or allow some new information in, because it could sway you a different way. Maybe somebody around you that was really stubborn, really single-minded is going to start to open up. Sometimes you have to learn those lessons or those ideas from a different source. So it's like, you know, if you want to give your child piano lessons because you're amazing, your child might naturally be really talented too, but maybe you can be a great parent, but like somehow you can't be the one to teach your kid something, but another teacher can get them to learn and want to do something. I mean, sometimes you do need to hear information from a different place so that it is heard. The reversal of roles, fortune, and even outcomes could be coming. Don't become too ruthless or scatter yourself too fast. A project that is close to you is in danger of failing. All right, so something is changing, and if you either like don't give it any attention at all, or you focus on it being a certain way so hard, it could get like it could just not work, which is okay, because we get another chance sometimes to do it a different way or go to something different. But the advice here is to maybe just, I hear my way or the highway. So maybe it's not about a certain person's way or a certain way you have to do something. You have to be open-minded in this situation. There are like different solutions, or a different way through, or a different way to communicate something. Maybe it's just the right time. So it's like, you know, if you have a big conversation you want to have with somebody, let's say this project or whatever it is just a conversation, clarity, you know, and you're going out on this date, that's when you're going to talk about it. But then you get there and you're like, oh, this person's either, maybe they're really happy and talking about something and you're just not the time to bring that up. Or it could be that they're going through something and you're like, not the time to bring that up. So allow yourself to be open and discerning in each situation to know when it's the right time. You will feel it. So I feel like you have the capacity to change something that maybe just isn't working right now around, if you adjust. Maybe if you no. I actually just see like 2 people now going to a spa together. That's not for everybody. Maybe it's just being in a different environment will get a better solution, or you just going to somewhere else helps your energy change. So when you go back into a certain environment, you feel different. We're going to, sometimes I grab cards and I don't even know what I grab. Apparently we're doing angel numbers right now. So let's do angel numbers. Clarity on nature, purification, tranquility, and caregiver. 1 card, please, for the collective. O3 is taking chances. Success, knowledge, friendship, impatience, freedom, and optimism. We're hitting many facets with this one. So it's like, you know, chance. Sometimes thing is just taking a chance. Sometimes it's not the chance you want to take. And sometimes it's definitely the chance you want to take. And sometimes you're just not sure because you want to take it, but you're not sure how it'll work out. So when chances present themselves, seize them and do something out of the ordinary. That's that thinking outside the box, thinking about a solution a totally different way at a different time. Whether your personal or professional life, you will find success by welcoming creative impulses and having faith in your own abilities. Trust in chance and take risks on opportunities that could change your life for the better. So if it's a self-sabotage or fear-based decision, or, you know, you're sitting on the fence for way too long, but you know, if you took that chance, that possibility of where it could go is really something good. Could take you, like, open more doors or allow you to do something you've always wanted to do. Adjust something in your life so you have more freedom, or so you have getting more abundance somewhere. So that could be profit, that could be abundance of, I don't know, I'm getting like, maybe it's an abundance, I'm getting like love. So maybe more romance. I mean, taking chances could, for some of you, going on a blind date. It could be sending out your resume. It could be, I mean, you have knowledge, taking chances. It could be that you always did something a certain way and now you gain some new knowledge, and should you change the way you've always done something? Should you do something different than Old Faithful? Maybe Old Faithful is going to blow and like cause a new stream of fun into your life, or a new, you know, some new clarity. So I'm just getting excited with Old Faithful. What's at the bottom? 2002 is the void. Maybe there was avoidance, space, the lull, L-U-L, longing, technology, ambition, genius. It takes me back to those formulas. And I thought of music. Forward thinking, stress, and depression. Ooh, those are all over the place. You have more control over your life than you realize. Learn and execute what interests you. Turn things around. It gets better with time. There are plenty of friends to make. So chill out, have fun, open up, and go outside, which is here. So maybe it's just going out somewhere. You have some new connections that are like ready for the meeting happening outside here, being orchestrated, but maybe you just have to make some movement or follow that intuition to get there. Ambition, genius, forward thinking. You know, the stress part makes me think of like, you know, say you're doing something that's a presentation, or it could be a date, getting up on stage, going on an interview, something where you've thought about it and there's like a buildup, you know, that buildup, that time where you're getting ready and thinking about something and in that space before you actually get to that thing. And it's almost like that nervous energy, the butterflies, the uncomfortable feeling can sometimes come in way stronger before than the actual situation. So it could be that feeling in the void, the not knowing, the waiting, that's almost more uncomfortable than the actual situation. So don't let that stop you from getting to that situation. Feels like a relief. Like I feel like it's going to be fine. Something's going to mend or change. So do I have like, I mean, those were all like, there was a lot of words on those decks that I picked. Sometimes it's just an abstract picture and different messages come out. So maybe it is like a knowledge. Maybe sometimes we just get like spiritual downloads, or we go in a time where we're just absorbing knowledge. So let's see. I do have this. This is the Druid Animal deck. This one is very simple. I don't even think it has a word. So let's see what comes through since we do have a lot of nature. Clarity for the Collective. And 2002. I'll show you these. And 303. Purification. Tranquility. Which way? These are big cards. Ooh, we have the hawk. Look at this hawk. It's like a blue hawk. I mean, there's a hawk here that's perched. It just makes me think of eyesight, having a target. I don't know why there's two campfires. Makes me think of like a smoke signal. Like maybe somebody is sending you a little message, a little hint, maybe a cry for help even. But it has to be done in an abstract way. Like there's not like a direct approach. So maybe somebody's kind of dropping hints like, hey, I started a fire. Like it started a little, hey, and you didn't see that. Maybe I needed to do it again. So maybe somebody has been trying to get through multiple times. But the hawk makes me think of a catch, like catching that right thing. Like being at the right place at the right time, having just the right amount of strength to do it. I need to go to the book. Yeah, I do feel like I have to at least get the basic. There might be another message here. What is the hawk? We're doing a lot of reading today. Every reading here is different, so this is how it's going. This is how it's a-flowing today. The hawk is... I don't think these are in order. Goes the ram, the hare, and then the salmon. No hawk. So it's nobility, recollection, cleansing. The ability to see your life in perspective. Free you of baggage and connect you to your roots. It's like recollecting missing pieces of your jigsaw puzzle. So like you were doing something, trying to figure something out, but it's like a bolt was missing. You know, it's like that, I'm getting that like nagging feeling, like you forgot to do something or you need to do something. You know, you're perhaps still really responsible in most areas, but there's that one little thing you still have to do, that one little phone call you have to make. And like you're just kind of like putting something on the back burner. Or it could be the opposite, where you think you have all your pieces and everything's running smoothly and you don't realize until you see that missing piece that, that's what I was missing. Now I know. And then there has to be like a readjustment. So, all right, let's go to the tarot. Where are we at? And let's go to the tarot. This is the Illuminati Tarot. Start with one card, clarity on the hawk, purification, tranquility, taking chances. The void, caregiver, and outdoors. Oh, this is nice. You have the Three of Pentacles. So it could be a work situation or working really well with a, looks like a particular person. And then you have outside help. So it looks like a partnership, but then somebody giving you good advice or helping you in a certain direction. So it could be like a partners and then maybe a boss energy, or this could be divine, like divine assistance to two people. But usually it's people working well together within a group or a place, a family, job, and everybody has a specific talent or position or knack for doing something, and it's recognizing how they all work together, almost like everybody's a part of that puzzle. You know, if one person is missing, there's something not flowing right. But I'm really just getting that it's two people. It's you and a specific person. So maybe you and someone else are working on a project together, or you're just like puzzle pieces that are so, like, I'm getting energetically bouncy back and forth, whatever that means. Like where you just like, yeah, like maybe provide like comfort, support, ideas, inspiration, just a little sunshine. I just like, it's just like, maybe it's not even their partnership. Maybe it's just this friendship or relationship somehow like bounces you back, each in your own way. It's like this girl here has these plans. It's like a calendar or like a presentation, a contract, a plan, something like that. The other person looks like they're it's like the thinker and the doer. The other person looks like maybe they're gonna maybe build, but then this is like an angel here giving you advice, telling you what needs to be attended to, showing you something you forgot, saying, hey, that was a really good job on that, do more of that. It's like inspiration, advice to help grow. There's scaffolding behind here. I see somebody who like paints on scaffolding, or like uses one of those machines that's a lift, maybe something in construction. You know, that it's like a platform that goes up and down. I don't know what it's called. Maybe some of you do something on a tractor or a bulldozer, and you actually are builders somehow. So this is making plans, getting the blueprints, you know, getting the proper certificates, you know, so to do something, getting approved for something, and then starting the building or starting that project. I feel like there's planning that goes on first, and then you start building. Let's get clarity on the Three of Pentacles. It's putting work in to something in your actual environment to make something work. But I feel like you have people on board here. You're not the only one. You have both helpful energy and like actual support around you on something. Like somebody who wants to do it with you. Clarity on that Three of Pentacles, please. Huh. I just saw like a proof reader. So it's like you have something you thought was done, you thought it was ready to go, and then somebody's like, you spelled that wrong. A sentence doesn't go like that. And you're kind of missing something over here. So you're like, I gotta do it again, or I gotta fix that. So there might be a revision, like a revising energy. Like you gotta kind of maybe go back and do something a different way or again. But that's important somehow. Like that you need to have like cross your T's and dot your I's on something. keeps coming up. Such a beautiful energy. I mean, then look at this guy. He looks so happy. In a way, this particular person almost looks like, maybe that's the upside down, almost looks like he's a little smug too. Like a, look at how much I have. I have all of these beautiful cups and this lavish clothing, and I'm me. So that maybe that's the upside down on the cups. He does have his arms crossed, which shows a little bit of a blocking, you know, a little bit of a maybe defensive, or I'm not sure if I want to let you in yet kind of energy. Or he could be just posing. Maybe it's a poser. When I get cards, I like to first go upright, but with this one, I kind of see it this way. So it could be also like, I'm getting fake it till you make it. Like, just put on the pants, wear the outfit until it feels good, but we're going to go back upright, because upright, this card is awesome. It's your wishes coming true. It's dreams. It's everything you wanted. It's maybe just one big thing you wanted or one small thing, but it's opening up more possibilities. The Nine of Cups is happiness. Feeling really like abundant in your heart, which just overflows into your world. So whatever that is, that could be getting something done right at work. It could be that you gave something back to yourself and now your energy is restored, and you feel like you got a lot, your battery's charged now. You're ready to go. Maybe finding those last pieces of the puzzle made everything good. Like, you're ready now to take that chance. Maybe you're out of that void, out of that lull, and now you're just in this abundant state. Or maybe this is because you found some tranquility. I mean, it's different for all of us, for everybody. Let's see what this wish come true is about. It's also having the right heart space. That if you have a lot to share, it's not keeping it all for yourself. It's getting to give. Because you can. So it doesn't have to be, it's just getting to give love. Every little opportunity that you have. An interaction with somebody, like passing you, passing the walkway. You let that, you're at the stop sign and you just do a little, hey. And they're like, hey. Or how are you today? Or hello today, as you pass somebody on the sidewalk. It's like, it can be really small, or it could be something like really big, like you are ready to share this idea, this, I heard prosperity, but it's cups, like opportunity with others. I'm almost seeing you teach. Which is interesting with the Nine of Cups. Like, maybe you're a motivational speaker. Maybe you're just talking to a friend, motivating them. But I feel like whatever you did or whatever somebody else accomplished here, you want to take those experiences or those missing puzzle pieces and share it so others can be in this situation. And it's not just you. It's like being happy for others that succeed. And if you're the one succeeding, it's like being happy and wanting others to be happy and for them to succeed too. I hope that makes sense. Clarity on the Nine of Cups and the Three of Pentacles. Let's go separate. Let's layer. Let's get clarity on the Three of Pentacles. The working partnership, working well, different talents and knack for doing things, working together. Could also be that you have this big idea or a project, but you need to hire somebody to do the website because that's not your thing. And you need to hire somebody else to do the promotional stuff because that's not really your thing. And it's getting other people on board to work with you that have a special talent or skill so that your thing can flow. I'm even getting like, I hear, and I see now a secretary. Um, I just thought of Donna, from what is the show on TV with the lawyers? I can't think of the name of the show. I think I watched the whole thing, but Donna, the awesome secretary. I just thought of her. You know, like maybe the person that is maybe in the background, maybe shouldn't be in the background, but the reason everything just happens to work, like reading somebody else, oh, like you can't read somebody else's mind, but somebody who almost could read your mind, always has your back. Like you go and you're like, hey, I need to do that. They're like, it's done. I already handled that. Suits. Maybe you've seen Suits and you understand that character. I don't know how I saw this and that came out of that. All right, clarity on the Three of Pentacles. The Princess of Pentacles. I mean, she's the Page of Pentacles. But I think it's the Page, right? The Princess and the Prince is the Knight in this, yes. So it is a feminine energy in this card. She has wheat. She's holding this coin. She knows how to use this coin to get, you know, to move energy. She's very curious. She gathers knowledge. She has knowledge, but she's still, it's either just a little bit that you're getting. You know, if it's a page, it's still, you still need to learn more. You still need to like plant that coin and do some work to harvest something. But it looks like there's been a long path already. Look at her beautiful clothes. So this could be just a message that comes through. That's that nugget. That's that puzzle piece of wisdom that you're like, ooh, now I know. And you take that to, I don't know, I just saw that as the dot to the I. Like that, I'm getting like final details. It could be you really young in a situation or getting to know a new situation, or this is somebody that you know. This could be the person that you're teaching. Like they recognize value. If you're like, hey, I can help you lift something up, or I can help you get that job, or I can help you with your finances, or how to build your house, or I can help you with that relationship a little. Like you have some nugget of wisdom, and this person is willing to hold it. They're like, yeah, that feels really good. That feels really good, but I need to know a little more, or I need to try it out myself. So they're still learning here. I feel like she's almost trying to like signal someone here with that wheat. I'll show you her. It's earthy energy. So Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, doesn't have to be, it's just an energy. But it's willing to put work in, willing to see reality, willing to make plans, hopefully follow through. I mean, this is the Page, so they might be teetering on not knowing if it's for them or not yet, or this is you. This is like, you know, you've come a long way, but you don't really know with the Page until they get a little, they grow up a little bit, or get a little more experience, or get better at something. I mean, this, I just thought of the secretary thing. It could be like somebody younger coming in, or like maybe not experienced in your field of expertise, but maybe they don't have all the training, they didn't go to the right school, but they got something that all the other applicants didn't have. That could be relationships too. Like, you know, maybe it's really different than you, but they have a little something that makes you want to invest a little bit more and see. Like, I hear trainable. So if that's at a job, somebody's like, can become really, really good, even if they don't have quite the right experience on the resume. If you know, if you're a boss and you feel it out, or maybe you're that person where you don't have like the huge, big resume, but you got like true interest, true drive, really good possibility within you, maybe a natural knack or talent to really become good at something, and maybe somebody's just here to help you, give you that chance. Let's see. I'm getting a lot more like partnership, work, project energy with this reading than like love. Although that Nine of Cups is abundance and love. So whatever you're thinking about with this, how does it relate to what, you know, where it brings you? Let's get clarity on that Nine of Cups though. Five of Swords. I mean, that feel, remember when I pulled this upside down first? The Five of Swords kind of feels like that person. Like, it's mine. I won. Me. Doesn't even think about anybody else. Like, I thank God, you know, I got the job. Or it's all mine. It's just like, it's kind of like a selfish win. Like, they don't really care if somebody else is knocked down for them to have something, or like what they take from others. So maybe you're leaving that kind of situation. Maybe that's the environment you were in, and it feels really good to get out of that energy. That could be a partnership. But somebody just always wanted it to be their way. They don't really care about your happiness or your way of seeing something. They don't take other people's experiences or what they really want to do, or their love or time or attention into consideration. It's just a taking energy. So, I mean, this could be you walking away from that kind of situation where you felt taken advantage of, where somebody was like, maybe even if you were always here and rising, this could be an energy around you where somebody was like, I don't know, they're just not happy that you're rising, that you're doing good, that you're getting things. This could be somebody that's just like, somebody who is not confident in themselves. And it's just their vibration. It is not at a place where it's not, you know, I don't know. I would say that if you're on this channel, this is probably an energy you would maybe notice, but maybe not resonate to. So I don't think you have to fight. It could be just allowing somebody to walk away, just you win, and taking yourself out of that situation, or perhaps reacting the opposite, just always showing up, just always really being yourself. Like they're just trying to get you, but it just kind of never works. Like you're just vibrating differently. So I feel like this person's actions, they're you know, they're going to show who they are. Behind here, you do have two people like helping each other though. It's like they need help. And this person's just like not noticing, walking away, stepping on some swords, taking the rest with them. They're like, hey, I have a sword. It's like, I could help you with this sword. But they're like, no, my swords. So I do feel like with these two together, this is probably something you're walking away from or finally getting out of. That would feel pretty tranquil and like you're and pure to me. Let's get clarity on that. Clarity on the Five of Swords, please, and the Nine of Cups. Why is the Five of Swords coming up over the Nine of Cups? Oh, we have another princess. Another message. So we have two pages. The Princess of Wands gets really excited about something. Gets the fire going. They have really good ideas and they want to get creative. They want to like start something. They want to try something. They want to experience something, but they haven't had the experience yet. So if this is the same person, these could be different situations. This is somebody who gets excited about sending a message, gets excited about trying something out. Maybe it's for them, maybe it's not, but they're willing to give it a go. This is the person that wants to do it right, make the plans, try it out, you know, see if it works. But this is the person that doesn't think. They dive right off the cliff. Yes, let's do it. Let's go. So it could be like a quick message that comes through to you. Maybe this is a quick out of a situation, or this is like a little inspiration, like, hey, you know, that person keeps trying to, like, I don't know, get in some situations, maybe take something to win, and other situations just ignoring something that's really important because they're just focused on themselves. I get very selfish energy with that card. So maybe this is the little message that comes through to make you notice something, put a little light on that situation. And this could be you too. You could be this little light saying, hey, you know, that person doesn't always like have your best interests. They're always like doing something with your schedule, or like, you know, you're always covering. I'm getting like that. Or why are you always arguing? You're always bringing you down or putting you, you know, when you're with that person and then you come over here, you're usually like this with me and so happy and bubbly. And then you go around a certain person and all of a sudden, like, your energies change. Maybe this person always like brings something to light or lifts you back up. I feel like these vibrations match. And she's really lively. What's clarity on the princesses? Is this a younger energy? Is this someone being new? Is this that puzzle piece, that fresh new information, or, you know, light on a situation? I mean, this is Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries kind of energy. Let's see what the pages are about. Strength. And then the Four of Wands. Strength is gentle strength. It's not forceful. Look at how beautiful she is. She's just like, that lion is so beautiful. Look how big it is. Look at that lion. You don't need to be the loudest, the boldest, in the highest position. Status, clothing, anything, to be the one that has the most, like, power and strength. Sometimes that power comes from a different approach, comes from a gentleness. It comes from where there's trust and maybe real good companionship. I feel like, I mean, maybe this lion knew she's like the, I don't know if it's a pack leader with lions, the alpha, but there's such gentle energy. I feel like there had to be a connection. There's the infinity. It's actually in her hand, in her right hand. So she's receiving with her left hand the strength of this lion, this like power, energy. And it's not pushing power. It's like eternal and internal power. It's vibration that she's getting going into her, and then it's going into her right hand. So she's taking that wisdom, that power, that even control. You know, it's not forceful, and it's not scared, it's not fear. It's like being really just solid, even, knowing, trusting that you're just fine with this lion, and then taking all of that energy and you're reaching infinity. It's like you're making this magical energy that's just going out there and reaching the places it should go. I mean, this situation could have given you awareness, strength, that this Nine of Cups energy is okay to have and important, and you should have it too. Maybe even this person learned a lesson from you. If you took this and were helping others, uplift them, sometimes it just takes somebody observing somebody else to, maybe makes somebody else see something a different way. Like, like I didn't really have fun with all of those swords by myself. You know, be better to have somebody to share them with. And look at those people back there, like helping each other. You know, maybe this person needs to go on a self journey somewhere to figure out that they're just sitting them by themselves. Or maybe with other people exactly like this, just trying to take from them. So it's just going back to you here. I feel like don't give that so much attention. See how strong you are because of something, experiences, what you went through, what you're willing to begin and start all over again or brand new. See who's around you that feels like a real good partner, a balance. They don't have to be exactly like matchy. They could be like really different, but somehow together, it's like this magical energy is just put out there in your own lives, each other's lives, or maybe together. And then at the bottom, you do have the Four of Wands, which is such beautiful. These are moments. This is like the magical moment. Oh my gosh, did I just think of a Broadway song? I did. I don't know if it's Jekyll and Hyde. I think it might be Jekyll and Hyde. This is the moment. Do 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 do. I think it's that. This is the moment. Maybe something in that song, but it's like you find, like you ask somebody to dance. It's like this magical dance together. You know, you have the working together, all that energy, but this is like the partnership. This is the wedding. This is the party. This is that special day where you have that experience that makes everything else work. These are the experiences you remember these days. If you don't say yes or give it a try, you're not going to have that experience. It's not going to be in your U-book of awesome memories that you have later. So if this comes through, whatever this is, maybe it takes some strength to say yes, change your schedule at work, start something where you feel really new. You don't quite know where it's going to go or if it's for you. But, I mean, this is worth the chance. But you have to show up. You have to say yes to the invitation. You have to send the invitation out. And then you have to actually get there to have this beautiful dance. So, I have a tiny tarot. Let's get one more card. Oh, this is a long reading today, guys. I have the little tiny cards. Let's get a little tiny message. Clarity for the collective. On the Princess of Pentacles, the Princess of Wands, the Three of Pentacles. Strength. This is the big one because it's the major arcana. It's all about this. If this is upside down, it's not tapping into your own personal power or how strong you actually are. It's letting somebody else overpower you. It's being too pushy on a situation to make something happen instead of allowing somebody else some freedom. Or it's being too timid that you don't want to even try to see if this can be like the right connection or the right thing inside of you that you can handle. Clarity, and Nine of Cups, and then the Five of Swords. Sometimes I do see this as a chess match. I know that's a weird card, but like it could be somebody who has the right, like I see somebody who's playing a game like chess or something, and like they don't let you win, and they're really good at something, but it's like a tough love, like a mental thing. So upside down, it could be that somebody's like not letting you win, not letting you just have something, you know, for no reason, so you feel better, so you can gain that strength. Like they're giving you that lesson so that you actually have real growth in something, that you actually have to think sharper to bring you mental clarity or the ability to handle other situations. keeps you guessing, keeps you thinking. You know, upside down, that could be a really good teacher. Keeps you sharp. Card for the collective. It's the Nine of Cups again. All right, so this is what it's all about. Look how tiny these cards are. Teeny tiny. Looks big on there though. So we definitely need. Let's look at this a closer way. So we have the Nine of Cups again. So it ends up to be, this is the outcome. This is the big desire, is to have your wish come true. So little trials and tribulations that happen in the process end up getting us this. But, you know, if this is that moment, this is getting to have it again and again and again. Huh, it has this girl sitting here by an ocean. Like listening to the ocean. I mean, it's gonna get her wet. She has a sand castle built, and on top of each tower is a cup. So it's interesting because it's like real allowance. You know, if you see this here, I mean, this water is gonna go up and eventually wash away this sand, and these cups are gonna fall down. So I feel like maybe some of this emotional happiness comes with the allowance to know that things can always change. You can always rebuild, readjust. You can take those cups and just fill them right back up with all that ocean of emotion right there. Get to build something again. Get to change it the next time. It has this little cat playing with a crab. It's maybe a Leo and a Cancer energy. It looks like she's just wishing, or just allowing all that stuff to just be, making up new dreams, new possibilities. Yeah, this is kind of like, I always like to say, like the open bar, like it's all here. You can have it all. But what is just the right amount to make it satisfying right now? What can you wait and put in the cabinet and have it later when you have, you know, people over? And what can you give away to help others? What don't you need? It's recognizing all that different stuff. What is this reading at? 107. I think that message coming through twice is probably a good place to end. I hope this reading was helpful for you guys. I hope you start to see more and more of those beautiful opportunities, you know, this cool energy in your life to like give you some help, build something together, seeing how strong you are, or how you're working with others that are really strong, but in a beautiful way, an even way. It's like pure trust. Maybe starting something or working with somebody else that's just starting. You know, they got the passion to say yes and the patience to continue. Recognizing how you give to others, how somebody else gives, bringing some of that giving energy back to you, connecting with nature, finding some tranquility. And with that, I bid you adieu. I love you so much. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you soon.